on this beautiful Sunday that looks like it's about to rain. Let's turn the brightness up here so I can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? Emery, what's going on? Lockman, what's up, dude? Bro, what's going on? You guys have any questions for me? Anything you'd like to share, talk about, success? Any questions about self haircuts or grooming or anything like that? How we doing on this beautiful Sunday? What's up, Carter? Michael, Darlo, Diana, what's going on? Mando. What's up? What's up? I think the YouTube live was set for public today, right? It wasn't unlisted like last time. What's going on, Sandy? Lil Rob, what's going on? Welcome to the live. So, what's it called? Today I just wanted to share, give you guys a little bit of an update of what's going on with me and my brand here. So funny enough, on Friday, I didn't realize, but usually on Fridays, after I cut my hair, I like to go to the universities, the local universities, and start filming these like social videos. And I didn't realize that school was basically out. So I drove down to the university and quickly realized that school is not in session. And so I drove all the way down there and wasted my time. So I was basically driving around, and then I went to like a few other places by the beach, just seeing if I could find like new places outside of like schools. And I was driving around for like 4 hours. Pretty upset, but I thought that was pretty funny. Maybe you guys got a quick little laugh out of that. Luckman, are you coming to Turkey? I don't know. Anytime soon. I don't have anything planned. You coming to America? David, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining the live. You got any questions that you'd like me to answer for you? But yeah, I was so, and then I checked online. I typed in the university's like schedule, and I was like, yo, it literally doesn't say like classes are ending or anything right now. So then I showed up and I was like, wait a second. Okay, I guess the finals week was last week, and I'm showing up literally the week where it's just teachers. So I was like, all right, guess what? Moving forward, when I'm doing these videos, I have to look at the schedule. Look at the schedule of the universities, and then I have to go multiple times now per week to get this footage, because it's, not everybody, when I go out in public and do these social videos, not everybody, I get no'd at least 6-7 times more than I get yes'd, right? So it's quite a lot of work to get the social videos, and you guys will see when I start styling the styling videos, when I'm styling strangers' hair. I've already posted the before and after photos on my website. So if you guys want to check out the actual like before and afters, I got brand new photos live on my website. So if you guys want to check those out, the before and afters, and you'll get like a sneak peek, I guess, of the videos that I created for styling strangers' hair in public. Just basically showing you guys that my products, they are real, they work exceptionally well, and they are handmade here in Florida by myself, 100% all natural products with only 6 ingredients that are actually hair and scalp healthy. Tim Lifts says, how long have you been cutting your own hair? Yeah, man, I started cutting my own hair when I was around 13 years old. So this was back in like 2008. So I've been literally cutting my own hair for 16, 17 years now, right? Come like next year in 2026, it'll be 17 years I've been cutting my own hair. Not necessarily because I wanted to be a barber or anything. I literally did it out of necessity because I felt like, my family was struggling financially at the time. My mom lost her job for like a few years because of the recession, and my dad was carrying our entire family for the most part financially. And so I was like, what better way to help out in some way, shape, or form than to just cut our hair? So I would cut my hair, my brother's hair, my dad's hair, neighbor's hair, my friend's hair, literally, uh, for many, many years. And even to this day, I still do cut, some people's hair here and there. But for the most part, yeah, I've been cutting my hair for a very long time. What's your favorite brand of clipper? Wall is great. Babyliss is great. Um, I would say the Glaker for like the more affordable option is great. I have a discount for Glaker, I believe, on TikTok. So if you actually order a Glaker set through my TikTok, I think you get a small discount as well. But yeah, Glaker is a good affordable option. Wall is like the next step, and then I'd say Babyliss is probably like the luxury um, brand that I would opt for. It all depends on your budget. Um, let's see. Princess Chic, hey from India. Let's go, India in the house. What's going on? Auto drive with Viba. Are you gay? Gay as in happy? Because I don't know what other definition you're suggesting. If gay means happy, which is the actual definition, then yeah, absolutely. But if you mean the other terminology that is erroneous, then no. Is this Chinese product from Alibaba? No. If you see here on the jar, it actually says that it's handmade. And if you follow my videos, you'll actually see me, or if you go to my website even, you'll see me actually hand making the product in the videos on my website. So no, it is not a Chinese product, and it is 100% manufactured by me here in Florida. So yeah, it's 100%. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of trolls. A lot of trolls here. What's going on with that? We're gonna do that. Who would you say is your favorite person? Uh, person. That's a tough one because you said person. I was gonna say Jesus, but I don't know. If it's not Jesus, then nobody, man. My favorite person is the only one that doesn't let me down, and that's God. So I hope that's a good enough answer for you. Let's see. I think I saw. Yo, what's up with the trolls on TikTok? How do I moderate this? Can we moderate that? Thank you. What in the world? He says, love your energy. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, if you're on TikTok live right now, I believe TikTok is running a very, very good sale. They're doing some like interesting thing where it's like you get $20 off any order from, it was like December 13th until the 23rd. I believe the 23rd. When's the 23rd? In 2 days, on Tuesday. So you can, I'm pretty sure, like fact check me please, but I'm pretty sure you can get an order right now off TikTok for $20 cheaper than what, so it's $28 normally per jar. I believe TikTok is doing like a $20 off thing right now. So if you guys are all like from YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, check it out on TikTok real quick. Just go to my page, my account on TikTok, and see what it says, because I'm pretty sure they're doing like a $20 off. So you could literally get a jar for like $8. I'm pretty sure. So, or fact check me please, just so I know, because I'm pretty sure that's what it is, because it said so when I was plugging in the information before the live. So for you guys, if you want a hair healthy product that with only 6 ingredients that I literally make myself, and it's not in cheap plastic and doesn't have any toxins or poison for your scalp or for your hair, my product is A1. So definitely get yourself a jar, especially if it's like $8, like TikTok made it sound like when I was doing the live setup. Mondo, does your product leave a greasy scalp? No. Yeah, so there's inside my product, one of the ingredients, well, a few of the ingredients are really good for controlling like excess oils, but I use organic arrowroot powder, which you can check out. It's on my website as well. All of the ingredients are literally listed on the home page, and then it tells you what is like why each ingredient is there and what it does for your scalp and for your hair. But arrowroot powder, I use organic arrowroot powder, so it's a really high quality one, straight from India, and it actually absorbs any excess oils and also helps with the matte finish. So the product leaves you a matte finish, so it doesn't leave your hair greasy or anything. Like I have the low hold in my hair right now. I didn't put too much, but it leaves my hair the same exact sheen as it was prior to putting on the product. So it's a matte finish, so it doesn't leave your hair greasy at all. Uh, Rebecca Thompson. Hey, what's the best blade clipper? Struggling to tidy up around the ears. What do you mean, best blade clipper? I'm not too sure I understand your question, because every clipper has a blade. Re-ask that question in a different ways, because I'm not understanding it. What do you think is Wall's best? Wait, what? What do you think is Wall's best brand? Hold on, that's two questions. You guys are confusing me. Blee, what's going on? How you doing, man? Wall is my favorite. Okay, yeah, Wall's great. I'm pretty sure they're the oldest clipper brand in the world. Yeah, they're great. They're like the day ones. Kelsey, what's going on? Let's go, Chelsea. Kelsey, not Chelsea. Kelsey. I'm giving you a new name. Kelsey, how's it going? How many hairs do you lose in a day? Honestly, probably not too many. I would say I've got a massively full head of hair, and I think my products are definitely helping with the fullness of my hair. I don't lose that much hair. I really don't. I mean, if anything, it comes off of like my arms or it comes off of my legs. But like from my hair, like when I'm in the shower, I'll maybe see like 4, 5 hairs come off my head when I shower. Most of it's usually like my arms or my legs. Uh, let's see, I think I missed a question here. Lacerations hidden behind lace. That's a very long and interesting name. Good day, sir. Do you ship to the UK? We do. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we ship to, I believe, over like 160 different countries. So if you want to grab yourself a jar of organic clay, organic wax, our medium hold, or organic cream, our low hold, yeah, we 100% ship to the UK as well. England, Scotland, Ireland, Portugal, Spain, Greece, Italy, America, Canada, the Netherlands, Germany, wherever you are in the world, Turkey, we literally ship to pretty much every single country. And then the cool thing is, if you are international, you get like 2-day shipping. So I believe with UPS, it's like 2 or 3 day shipping, which is phenomenal for an international purchase. Harry Owens, what's going on? Sup, dude? Ali says, come to Jordan. That's a hike, man. Are you gonna pay for my flight? Your preferred clippers. Honestly, dude, if you were to set aside, like, just forget money involved, the Babyliss clippers they're really good. They're really, really good clippers. Like the Babyliss FX Pros, like if you just forget the price tag of those clippers and trimmers, they're amazing. Yeah. Otherwise, if money's tight, the Glakers are always a phenomenal option, right? You can literally get them off my TikTok account, my TikTok, was it the showcase on TikTok for like $30 or $35. And I believe on Amazon they're like 40 or 50. So they're cheaper to get them on TikTok if you want. And I believe TikTok does have like certain discounts if you haven't ordered before with them. So it's really, really good deal. And I've ordered on TikTok before, so it's legit, right? There's no like scammy or weird behavior. It's a legit like platform to buy from. By the way, great content. Keep up the good work. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. DJ Rise, how did you learn to cut longer guys' hair? As I have been cutting my own and friends' hair since COVID to save money, but I find it hard to cut longer hair with scissor work. Did you get actual training? So it's not too difficult. Longer hair is a bit more challenging because you have to go literally section by section. And because there's a lot of hair, there's a lot more distance that you have to cover around the head, especially if you're doing like mainly scissor work. I don't have any actual training or formal training. I am not a barber whatsoever. I have no certification, no license whatsoever. I've just been cutting my own hair for 16 going on 17 years now. So I've been doing this a very long time. I have an eye for the skill. So I understand, like I can visually, it's like kind of like an artist who like sculpts or does painting. Like I have the eye for the actual craft. So I just, when I see something, I know how it works based on like the head shape and whatnot. So it just, a lot of it comes with like just time and experience and effort. Um, but yeah, if you're cutting the length on top, take it section by section, right? Do start in the front, work your way to the back, and just keep going. Literally one section, one section. Like I always say, when you're cutting the length on top with scissors, imagine your head is like a giant grid, right? It's got like grid paper from math class back in high school. We all remember like grid paper in math class, right? Imagine your head is just one giant grid. There's just a bunch of lines going in every single direction. You've got a box here, 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 a box here. Work in each different box. And I always start on the top of my head with the perimeter guideline. I've got many videos on this on my YouTube channel. I also have my self-haircut course, which is now free if you want to check out that. So, of course, that's sponsored by Kouras, my brand new hair brand, and of course, my products. So definitely check that out if you need a little bit more help learning how to cut hair using scissors. But that's a very good question. T-blade, 100%. Trimmers with the T-blade, 100%. Let's see. Trying to keep up. There's actually a decent amount of people in the chat today. Hold on, give me 1 sec, you guys. I gotta catch up here. I am from Manhattan. Tell me what just happened. I don't know what you're talking about. Gym? Yeah, I don't go to the gym, but I work out 5 to 6 days a week. Yeah, here in my garage. You Sebastian Szymanski. I don't know who that is. I use your products all the time. Thank you, Kelsey. Let's see. Show us your hairline under all that gorgeousness. Sure. Why not? That's my hairline. Look at all that hair. I got hair for days. Hair for days. Let's push it back up. There we go. Kelsey's like, I still have plenty of product. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You have like 2 or 3 jars. You've got plenty of product. You're good for like 2026, right? Because the thing is that people don't seem to understand about my products. You can get between 50 and 60 uses out of each jar, right? There's 60 grams, 2.1 ounces. You can get about 50 to 60 uses per jar. That's a lot for $28. That's a lot of uses, right? If you use, that's literally 50 to 60 days if you used it every single day, 7 days a week, right? You can literally go buy a pizza for $28 and eat the whole thing today in 1 day. That's one use out of one pizza for $28. This is a 50 to 60x value of that. That you can get 60 pizzas for this. So yeah, the product lasts a very long time, and it is very good. Very good for your hair, very good for your scalp. J Bags Doteth, are you U.S. based? Yes, yeah, I'm based here in Florida. Babyliss is amazing. You should sell on Whatnot. I've heard of Whatnot. I actually have the app, but I haven't considered it because I would have to sit on live for hours and then hope that somebody is like, I don't even know how it works, but I know it's like a live stream shopping thing. It would be quite difficult probably, and I don't have enough time in a day to do all that. You should sell and whatnot. Why not get certified? You seem like it comes naturally. The problem is getting certified. I'd have to do, I believe for barbers, it's like 900 hours of barbering school in Florida. So if I wanted to actually get certified as a barber in Florida, I would have a mandatory 900 hours. And then it's like barber school is like $20,000. Why would I go to barber school to literally learn how to do exactly what I'm already doing and spend 900 hours doing that just so I can what charge somebody $40, $50 for a haircut and work a 9 to 5? Like, I'm sorry, like, but that's not what I'm doing. Like, I'm doing something completely different. It's a different life than what you're suggesting. Barbering has never really been something that I've wanted to do, right? Like I was saying to, I believe, Mondo on Instagram, I just kind of stumbled upon cutting my own hair when I was younger because my family was going through financial struggles and I was kind of forced into it. Just so happened to be good at it, and I know what I'm doing. But yeah, to be a barber, money wise, career wise, it doesn't really make much sense, right? Doesn't really make much sense. And I don't really have too big of a passion of cutting other people's hair, but I do love the hair industry. Have you ever thought about making a career out of hair cutting? You have skills. Oh, wow. I literally didn't even read your question, but I kind of already answered it. Have you ever thought about making a career out of hair cutting? You have skills. Yeah, I mean, like I just kind of said, I know I could do it, and I know I could easily do it. I could probably easily make 6 figures as a barber, but I just don't want to go through the hassle of going to 900 hours of schooling, $20,000 worth of barbering school, and it's like, for what? Like, I'm already doing what I kind of love to do, and I don't want to sit in a barber shop. If I did ever cut hair as like an actual career, it would probably be some sort of like mobile barbering for like people that are high income, and I would charge like $500 for a haircut or something. But again, that's just the way that I look at it, right? You might not agree. That's perfectly fine. Let's see. Talk more about the products I want to buy for my bro-in-law. Yeah, for sure. So I have 3 products currently. I've got organic clay. This is my high hold matte finish. Organic wax. This is our medium hold matte finish. And then organic cream, which is the low hold matte finish. Okay. All 3 of these products here are made with only 6 ingredients. Okay. Every ingredient is 100% all natural. It's good for your hair. It's good for your scalp. Okay. You can even put it on your face if you wanted to because it's non-comedogenic, which means it doesn't clog your pores and it doesn't cause pimples or acne. So it's fantastic. That's why I'm creating well, it's not just why, but that's part of the reason why I'm also creating a moisturizing balm for my face because it's really helped with my seborrheic dermatitis. Because some of the ingredients are also anti-inflammatory and antibacterial, which is great when you have overgrowth of yeast on your face, right? Candida. Okay, more about the product. 6 ingredients, right? Unrefined shea butter, organic arrowroot powder, yellow beeswax, kaolin clay, rosemary essential oil, and vitamin E oil. There's only 6 ingredients. Again, you can check everything out literally on my website. Just go to kovras.com. It's in the link in the description below. KOVRAS.com. All right. Literally, when you go into the website, here, let me pull it up on my iPad for you real fast, just so you can understand what it is, what it looks like, and it's pretty fast. Ready? One sec here. Boom. Kovras.com. All right. So this is my website. You can literally check everything out right here. Let's take that off. This is the home page, right? If you scroll down, you can literally go through all of the ingredients right here. Everything is directly on my homepage. Like, I'm creating a very transparent brand where I'm not hiding the ingredients from anybody like majority of the brands do, right? If you want to find the ingredients on, let's say, L'Oreal or other big brands that have been around for way too long, right? You'd have to go like on a scavenger hunt to find where the ingredients are listed on their website. I have them on the homepage because I'm not hiding anything, and you will know exactly what's going into your hair and your on your skin. Okay, all the ingredients are amazing. We currently have 4 different offers. All 3 products, or you can get the styling bundle, which saves like 11%. And then, oh, you know what I can show you guys while I'm here? Thank you for reminding me. The photos, I updated them. So the photos on the actual product pages are updated. So now we have before and after photos, which I think would also help to your point with your brother-in-law, right? You want to see if it actually works, if the results are good. These photos are part of the videos that I did for styling strangers' hair in public. And this day, it was 85 degrees and super sunny, very hot, the day that I styled these guys' hair. And you can just see for yourself, just go on the website, how it turned out. So I updated the photos so you guys get a better understanding of what the products are, how they work. Here's some more before and afters right here. Again, this is just on my website, kovras.com, Kovres.com, right? Some before and afters, and then some more information about the products. That's for each product has before and after photos. So it's not just my face anymore. I actually have real customers, and then I gave them free jars as well, so they're technically customers. So yeah, those are the products, the ingredients, everything, all the research that I did is all on my website here. So if any of you guys want to check out the products 100%, you can just go to Kovras.com. Ready? So, wait, come on. I turned off the Wi-Fi. There we go. Okay, so this is the home page on my iPad. All right, so this is how you'll know you're at the right page. Okay, very simple. And then you just find the product that you want. Let's go to organic cream. Boom. And then you got some more before and after photos, right? So everything that I'm doing is focused on being very transparent. And I mean, like Kelsey says, Kelsey has already seen hair growth from my products. And Kelsey, when did you start buying the products? Like 2 months ago? You've already started to see differences in like your hair regrowth. So it's really, really big deal. And most products on the market that are meant to style your hair actually are bad for your hair and are toxic. They're poisonous, right? It's poison products made with phthalates and sulfates and petroleum and alcohol and sulfates and PEGs and gluten and dye and gums, and the list goes on and on and on. My products are natural, 100%. Ready? I'll even tell you where each ingredient is sourced so you know. The unrefined shea butter is from Ghana. All right, single source. Unrefined shea butter is from Ghana. The organic arrowroot powder is from India. Okay, and when I say organic, it's labeled as organic because it can be eaten as food, right? Not every ingredient is organic, and this is something I think is important for you guys to understand. Just because it says organic doesn't mean that all of the ingredients aren't organic or are bad, right? If it's not organic, doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's probably not something that you can eat and put in your body, right? Organic arrowroot powder is used for like thickening up sauces when you're cooking, right? You ever had like a red pasta sauce, you wanted to make pasta, you put a little bit of arrowroot powder, it thickens up the pasta, make it thicker. That's an ingredient that I use inside my product, okay? It's 100% organic and all natural because you can eat it. That's why it's organic. Now, unrefined shea butter, right? It's also it's shea butter. It's the nut. It's the butter within a nut, but people don't eat it, right? So that's why it's not organic. But it is unrefined, so that means it's not refined, meaning it's not bleached, meaning they don't change the color of the ingredient. They don't. It's not hybridized. They don't add hexane to it in any way, right? And it doesn't also strip out the vitamins like vitamin A and vitamin E and vitamin K out of the shea butter. And it also changes, it keeps the color of the shea butter natural, which is a natural yellow color. When you bleach it, it makes it white. So it alters the actual chemical structure of the shea butter. So shea butter imported from Ghana, unrefined, not refined. Organic arrow powder. Okay, it's organic because you can eat it. That's from India. Kaolin clay. Kaolin clay is it's a clay. It's a rock. It's a mineral that's like beaten down into like really, really fine dust, right? It's a rock. You don't eat rocks, right? So you don't eat rocks. So kaolin clay cannot be organic, right? And they're not spraying glyphosate on rocks, okay? Because you don't eat rocks. So that's why it's not organic. But it is 100% all natural. Okay, kaolin clay comes from America, here in the United States. Beeswax. Beeswax is also 100% pure and all natural, also from the United States of America. Nobody eats beeswax. I'm pretty sure if you did, it would really hurt your gut and your stomach. So that's why it's also not organic. Although I think they do sell organic, which doesn't really make sense because nobody eats beeswax. Rosemary essential oil. You don't eat essential oils, but it is 100% all natural. This is coming from Spain, so it's imported from Spain. And then vitamin E oil is something that you also do not eat. So that comes from vitamin E oil, it comes from here in the United States. So those are the 6 ingredients. Every single one is single sourced. It's not coming, like when you go to the grocery store, you'll see olive oils that come from Turkey, Greece, Indonesia, and like Spain and Italy. It's like 5 different places that one bottle is coming from. That's not my products. Each ingredient comes from one place and one place only. And then I combine it all with my formulation. So that's how it works. And those are the ingredients so that we all understand. Let's see. Ever since I've been using your products, I haven't been using that junk from the stores. Yeah, 100%. Your products are the best products I've ever put in my hair. Kelsey, I love that. You're amazing. Micah says, buzz cut when? Yeah, dude, great question. I'm thinking sometime in 2026 for sure. So I'm still growing out my hair. I need at least another inch. I'd say 1 more inch so I can do this 1930s inspired haircut. And then after that, I will do the buzz cut sometime in 2026 for sure. Crispy says, I like your cut, G. Thanks, bro. Crispy the clown. Let's go over to Instagram real quick because I feel like I've been leaving you guys hanging. Steve, what's up, dude? Eric Sandoval, what's up, man? Oh, I haven't seen you in a bit. Good to see you here, dude. Yeah, nice to see you as well. I'm pretty sure I've seen you on live streams before. What T-blade do you use? I mean, I just use the standard T-blade that comes with my trimmers. So like the Babyliss trimmers, they come with a T-blade. The Glaker trimmers, they also come with a T-blade. So yeah, if you trimmers with a T-blade are definitely the ones you need to buy. And it's just like the shape of the blade, so it's anything too spectacular. You can get them for like $30. Ahmet, what's going on? DJ Rise, do you zero gap your clippers and make sure it doesn't cut skin? Yeah, I have a video, I believe it's within my course on YouTube, on how to zero gap your clippers if you want to do that. I do zero gap them, and you have to do them a very a specific way so that you don't cut your skin, right? Because if you have the blades next to each other, one for one like this, you're probably going to cut yourself. So you have to make sure the back blade is a little bit further than the actual cutting blade, right? But I have videos on that and how to do it, like take apart the clipper and whatnot, showing you how to do it. Aaron, what's up, dude? Merry Christmas to you as well, my man. Uh, Tim Lifts, how did you choose the name Kouras? Yeah, well, obviously it's my name, like the shortened version of my last name, but the way that it's like created with the V, right? The reason why I put the V instead of the U is kind of in a way to pay homage to the jewelry company Vulgari, right? Everyone knows Vulgari, the jewelry company with like the golden snake and like the diamonds and whatnot. That company was actually created by a Greek man about 100 years ago. His name was Sotirios Vulgaris, and his last name is completely different than the actual like brand name Vulgari. But for Vulgari, the U for Vul is actually a V. So it's kind of like a paying homage to Vulgari by having my U also a V. It just looks nicer, it looks a little cooler, right? So that's how I did it. That's like why I chose my name. It's my name, but then I also made it like that for like paying homage to the Greek business. But yeah, that was a great question. Loving the content from Pavel. Keep up the good work. Let's go, man. Thank you so much. And then let's jump over to the YouTube again. I started buying your products in September. You should try to make shampoo. Hang on, buying a couple items from you now. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, in terms of the shampoo, that's honestly, as soon as I get the moisturizing balm out, right? And I have the moisturizing balm on my face right now. You may or may not be able to tell. There's like a very slight, very, very mild, slight glow because you're only supposed to put a thin layer on. I mean, you can put as much as you want on your face. That's, more power to you. But I recommend doing like a nice thin layer. But you do get a little bit of a glow, which is very mild. Makes your skin look really, really nice. On top of the fact that it's really good for your skin. But yeah, the moisturizing balm is what I'm going to be making, and it should be coming out in either January or February. That's what I'm shooting for. This one is a frankincense scent. Really nice, love it. And then I'm also gonna have a lavender scent as well. And this product's really gonna be focused for my followers that struggle with seborrheic dermatitis, psoriasis, eczema, like skin issues on their scalp and on their face, like myself, right? And I'm gonna have plenty of before and after photos of myself so you guys can see it when the product comes out. But yeah, the product is very, very good. It works exceptionally well, and I'm really hoping that people get this to fix their skin, right? People that suffer from redness, dryness, like me, psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, seborrheic dermatitis, right? If you have skin problems, dry skin, this is going to be a really good really good product that's going to help with that problem. And I'm really excited for that one. And after that one, then I'm going to be probably focused on either the texturizing powder, which I'm already in the process of making. My brother is testing it out as well. And then the shampoo will come at some point. Now, I believe I mentioned it before, but if I did do a shampoo, I like the idea of creating a shampoo bar instead of having it in like a packaging. I don't want, because the thing is with me, I don't want the product to touch plastic. Because most of the time when you're creating products like this, you need to heat ingredients at really high temperatures. And if you're putting that product into something that is plastic, you're getting microplastics inside the product. And I'm trying to do everything I can to avoid putting microplastics in or on my body. And so that's why my products are in glass. So if it's in glass, it's great. Now, I'm well aware if you make a shampoo and it's in a glass jar, well, what happens if that glass jar tips over in the wet shower? Then you got glass shards all over the ground and then you can cut yourself, bleed, whatever. I don't like that. That's not what I want to do. So what I would do instead is create a shampoo bar. Similarly to soap bars, I'd make a shampoo bar. And I really like that idea. I've seen them made before by other brands. I like the concept. And it just works, right? It works. And actually, I've been using one for the past 2 months, and I really like it. I really like it. It's a great idea. So yeah, that's definitely something that I would love to start making in 2026. Is a shampoo shampoo bar. Yes, nothing like a squeeze container or like a, a pump. Yeah, I don't like that concept. But yeah, that's a great question, and it's definitely something that I want to do. J Bags Dodeth. Yeah, I just got an order. I just got an order just now. I don't know what you got, but I definitely just saw an order come through. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna fulfill your order tomorrow morning. First thing tomorrow morning. Well, actually, I'll probably do it tonight after I eat dinner. But then, obviously, it's Sunday, so no post office coming. So I'll get your order fulfilled ASAP tomorrow morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sang Puimar says hi. What's going on, man? Eleazar Belcito, do you teach how to cut your own hair, like online personal training? Well, yeah, I do for sure. If you actually go in the description of this live stream, you will see a link that is unlisted to my 14-day self haircut course. I actually made the course 100% free thanks to my brand, Kouras, right? Because of my products, I've been able to make my $200 self haircut course completely free. So if you want to check out the course, you can 100% go through it. It's a 14-day course, about an hour every single day for 14 days. And if you want to show some support and have a really awesome hairstyling product, when you're done the course, 100% recommend getting, a jar or two of my products to show some support. It mean a lot to me. But yeah, otherwise I don't really do like, coaching, like one-on-one coaching or anything like that. I have my course is really good, and I've got, I've had the course for like 4 or 5 years now. A lot of people have joined, and it's done very well. Osmond says, cut your hair live on broadcast. At some point, maybe next year when I do a buzz cut. Do you still suffer with psoriasis? Yeah, so what I've got is seborrheic dermatitis, and obviously these skin issues, even with removing yeast and removing sugar out of my diet, right? I still have sugar from like, milk and dairy and I believe kefir, there's sugar in there, coconut water, oranges, plantains. Like I still eat sugar. I just don't eat any added sugar, which is an added and processed sugars. So like candies, Snickers, Red Bulls, iced teas, Coca-Cola, sodas, all that stuff's really terrible and it ruins your gut health. It's literally inflammatory. So anything that affects your gut health, I stay away from. So no sugar, no yeast, fix my gut health with my food. That has helped tremendously. Like I rarely ever get dandruff. Like sometimes I'll get a little bit here and there. My scalp is never itchy and I rarely get dandruff. It's very, very minimal if anything. But yeah, because it's a reoccurring thing, seborrheic dermatitis, it's never going to go away, but I will say with my face at least, and I'm slowly but surely putting more of the moisturizing balm on my scalp, my seborrheic dermatitis on my face is pretty much gone. Like there's no more redness on my eyebrows, there's no more redness by my nose, there's no more redness by my mustache, there's no more redness big time on my neck, which is probably the biggest key or the biggest thing that would show that I have seborrheic dermatitis issues. The redness on my neck I no longer have, and even after I shave, it still doesn't show up because I've been using my moisturizing balm. So this is going to be coming out in the next like few months in 2026. So if you also suffer from psoriasis, rosacea, eczema, seborrheic dermatitis, redness, scaliness, dryness on your face or your skin, this product is going to do very good numbers for you because it's got a few ingredients that are anti-inflammatory and antibacterial. Okay, and they're very similar ingredients to my hair products, but slightly different. And the formulation is completely different, but it works very, very well. And it's also not like it doesn't leave your face super shiny either. So I have like a mild glow, which you can kind of see. But my goal was to make it more of like a matter finish, but it does still have like a low shine, like a glow. But it works very well. And I'll have before and afters and all that stuff as well when that time comes. Ray Raphael, how are you? I'm good, brother man. How are you doing? How you doing? How you doing? uh, let's see. Sydney, did I miss your question? Carolina says hi. What's going on, Carolina? Sydney, I also have seborrheic dermatitis and it's out right now. It's out right now? I'm not sure what you mean by that. But yeah, Sydney, I would say follow or subscribe to my page and turn on the post notifications and stay tuned for January or February of 2026 because I'm going to have my moisturizing balm ready for sale around that time. So within the next month to 2 months, and it's going to come in a frankincense scent, rosemary, not rosemary, I was going to say rosemary, frankincense essential oil or lavender essential oil, okay? And one thing about these, I'm not going to make the scent super strong because I'm very sensitive to scents and smells because I get throat aches and like my throat starts hurting a lot if the smell's a little bit too strong. So it's going to be a mild scent, just enough to cover the smell of the raw ingredients, like a little bit more than the scent of the raw ingredients. So you'll smell the essential oil perfectly fine, but it's not going to be so strong like my hair products would be, right? A little bit, these are a little bit stronger, while these would be a little bit more mild in the essential oils. But yeah, and again, they work very well. I'll show all the before and afters as well when that time comes. Oh, and then another thing, I'm also going to be going to, I have a sample for a barber who has rosacea. So I'm giving it to him tomorrow in the afternoon. And the sample gives you about 14 days. So this thing can literally last you up to 60 uses. The sample is half an ounce. That's 14 days. That's about 2 months for 1 ounce, 2.1 ounces. Yeah, exactly. You're about 60 days. So you get about 2 full months every day of using the moisturizing balm. He has really severe rosacea, like worse than what my skin looked like. Like the redness, the dryness was quite bad. And so I'm so excited for him to try out my product and see what it does to his face. I'm gonna get before and after photos and video, and it's gonna be a whole big thing. I'm really excited for it. Let's see. I have it on my face and scalp. It's really bad. Yeah, Sydney, I feel for you 100%. Yeah, I feel for you 100%. The number one thing I could say right now for you is do everything you can to get rid of yeast and added and processed sugars out of your diet. The problem is with seborrheic dermatitis and skin problems is that we have an overgrowth of candida, of yeast in our bodies, and it manifests itself on our face, on our scalp, in certain areas where there's sebaceous glands on our body, like my chest area here, right? When you get rid of yeast and sugar, you're kind of eliminating a large percentage of what's actually causing the problem. Like you're being proactive instead of reactive, right? So that's one thing that I found to be very helpful for me. I don't have itchy scalp ever. Nothing, I haven't been itchy in like the longest time. But whenever I eat rice, pasta, spaghetti, right, like store-bought bread, if I ever eat that, which I never do now, I always get dandruff and massively itchy right afterwards. And it literally only takes like 30 minutes before I'm like, bro, I'm like itchy. And then my chest starts getting mad itchy and I start scratching at my chest like a crackhead. But no, seriously, yeast and sugar is the enemy. And then of course, this will help you tremendously. So I hope you stay tuned for this as well. Okay, let me jump back on YouTube real quick because I've been kind of jumping between all of them. That sounds cool. Yeah, okay, I skipped one, sorry. Hair is getting super curly. Yeah, dude. I think I have curly hair. Like, I've seen those Greek statues in Greece many times, and a lot of them have like curly hair. And I've never really grown my hair out too long to fully know what my hair like texture actually is. So I think I do have curly hair. It's like one step below it. Like it's like wavy, kind of curly. Really interesting. Chipstar Mukoba. Hey, you a dermatologist or something? I am not a dermatologist, no, but I'm very good at reading research articles, and I'm very good at research. I have a bachelor's degree in health sciences, so I've done many research. I've done much research in my college years, but it doesn't take a genius to know how to read, right? They've already done all the research for us. We just got to read the articles, right? And we're talking millions of dollars worth of research. Yeah, J Bag's got the bundle. Let's go. Yeah, 100%. Free shipping with the larger sized order. 100%. I appreciate that so much. So happy to find you. I'm so happy to serve you. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, 100%. I'll get your order shipped out tomorrow morning. Eleazar, thank you for the response. I've been using your product for about 4 months now. What type of diet do you generally follow? Yeah, 4 months. Yeah, dude, yeah. Wait, yeah, you were one of the first people that bought. Nice, man. Appreciate that. What type of diet do you generally follow? It's a very simple diet. It's very simple. The thing is with me is I'm very disciplined with my food, and I don't think many people would be able to replicate my diet. I eat 1 pound of ground beef every single day. Already, you guys are probably like, "Whoa, this guy's crazy! A pound of red meat, you're gonna die." First and foremost, every single article or research that's ever been done about food, especially negative about red meat, cholesterol, eggs, seed oils, probably gonna get banned for saying that word. It's all a bunch of hocus pocus, right? Red meat is amazing for you. It's a health food. Eggs are a health food. I eat 5 pasture-raised eggs every single day, 1 pound of ground beef every single day. I eat my handmade, homemade pizza every single day, one slice, which I use. I make it with 100% organic einkorn flour, which comes from Italy. And then I use organic sauce, mozzarella cheese. That's about it. Some oregano, rosemary. And then I have an orange, some plantains. I have some Greek yogurt, organic Greek yogurt, some raw and unfiltered honey. I also have some pistachios because I like pistachios. I like the saltiness and the crunch. And then I sometimes have an IQ bar, which is like a protein bar. But I usually just have that as like a snack if I'm ever like out and about for too long and I need to eat something to like, give me some energy. But that's about it for like the food. I eat the same thing literally every single day. Steaks someday, ribeyes, skirt steak. Those are like my favorite. My dermatitis turns ulcerative on the scalp. Oh, really? My dermatitis turns ulcerative on the scalp. That's interesting. My girlfriend would know a little bit more about that than me. But that's really interesting. I knew I liked you. That's funny. Thank you. LF, why are you growing your hair, bro? I told you guys why am I growing out my hair. I told you guys many times. I want to do that 1930s inspired slick back. So it's basically a complete slick back and then just the mustache. So I'll grow out the mustache. Maybe I'll do the little turn thing, or what is it? The Mickey Mouse. So I'll shave literally all of my chin and all of my beard and just leave a nice long mustache with the slicked back look, and I'll literally look like somebody from the 1930s. That's the funny goal. That's what I'm trying to do. I think it'd be hilarious, and it's like a fun little thing I've never tried to do. What contains yeast in foods? Breads mostly? Yes. Breads, pastas, rice, spaghetti, any type of grain product. I also stay away from potatoes because, as you know, potatoes, the longer potatoes age, the yeast kind of eats itself and all the glucose within the potato. Potatoes are like very irritating for me. So I completely stay away from potatoes, grains. Wine has yeast in it as well. Um, yeah, and when I make my pizza, I don't put yeast in it at all. It's an unleavened pizza, so there's no yeast at all. I don't wait hours for it to rise or the next day, whatever. I literally just make it right there, 20 minutes, bam, and it tastes great. But yeah, no yeast and no added or processed sugars in your diet, and the itchiness, the redness will definitely slow down. Uh, Rahuman, hello. What you do? What you do? I don't know why I just read it like that. All right, sorry. Eliezer, love red meat. I got no problem with that. Yeah, dude, 1 pound of ground beef every single day. Dude, that's why I got a 6 pack. That's why I'm like 9% body fat. Listen, if I didn't eat my ground beef, like I have like 190 grams of protein every single day. I work out only 6 days a week for about 22 minutes each day, minutes. So it's like I've been doing this for about 2+ years, right? I went on that big health and fitness journey, which you guys can see the photo pinned on my Instagram account, where I lost over 20-ish pounds, and I went from like 18% body fat down to like 8-9% body fat. Like I'm not as shredded as I was back then. I gained like 2 more pounds. I'm like 140 pounds now, not 138, but I'm still like 9-10% body fat and still 6 pack and shredded. But yeah, if I didn't eat a pound of ground beef every day, I wouldn't be as shredded. If I didn't eat 5 pasture-raised eggs every day, I would not be as shredded. If I didn't eat as much protein as I eat, I would not be as shredded, right? And everything's from real food. And I only spend $400 a month at Costco and Sam's Club. So anyone can literally afford to do this. It's not rocket scientist or rocket science. Let's see. Let me see. I missed a few here. I have it on my face. I think I read that. Dimitrov, make a video using the number 1 guard buzz cut high fade. It's been a long time. I did that, didn't I? I did the number 1 guard buzz cut, bro. I have that. I did it like 3 years ago. Yeah, if I were to do the buzz cut, it would probably be the same exact like technique that I did with that video. Sydney, you followed me. Thank you. Appreciate that. Bew, hey, I like the curls. What do you do for them? Dude, I don't even know if I have curly hair. I just put my low hold product in today, and that was kind of it. I just took a pea-sized amount, I messed it all up, and then I just kind of like brushed my hair straight down, and my hair just naturally curled in the way that it did. Dude, I'm telling you, I don't even know if I have curly hair. Like, I'm just kind of figuring out as we're going, which is kind of crazy to even say. But I've always thought I had like straighter, wavy hair. I haven't had my hair grow out to be this long in a very, very long time. Like you see, my hair is super long, and I got a big nose because I'm Greek. So the fact that my hair is almost down to the tip of my nose, it's like 4+ inches, maybe a little bit longer. I got that big nose so I can breathe well. That's funny. I make myself laugh too easily. All right, sorry. What's your grocery bill total? Dude, like $400 a month. I get kefir at Publix, coconut water also at Costco. I get some mustard, like spicy brown mustard and Dijon mustard from Publix. I put a little bit on my ground beef. That's about it from Publix. Mustard and kefir, because nowhere else sells kefir like except for Publix. And then everything else comes from Costco and Sam's Club. It's like $400 a month, dude. Which is very cheap, because I know most people are spending like $800, $900 a month on food, especially with like takeout and McDonald's and Wendy's, and it's all scata. It's all garbage. You gotta eat the good stuff, the real stuff. Bro, why are you in a I don't know what you're. What? Who you talking to? What? When are you dropping the question to Ms. Special? If I told you right now, I'd give it away. It's top secret, but I will say it's coming. It is coming, and that's what I'll leave it at. Ms. Special will be receiving said question soon. Kelsey, I eat potatoes and rice every day for dinner. Yeah, some people like my girlfriend loves rice. She eats rice. She's Cuban. She eats rice every single day. Like I try to tell her it's not like it's inflammatory for your gut. And then bro, literally every day I'm with her, my tummy hurt, my tummy, I'm in the bathroom, I'm like, yeah, well, maybe if you didn't eat inflammatory foods, I mean, you should know better. You're a doctor. You wouldn't be like, my tummy. But yeah, some people, it works, right? If you don't have skin problems like me, by all means, if it works for you, 100%, it's still a food, right? God created it as a food, you can eat it. But for some people like myself, it doesn't work. So I stay away from it, right? You basically doing carnivore diet. I do the same. It's kind of like it's basically the carnivore diet with some fruit and honey. Yeah, it's like the carnivore diet with fruit and honey. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. This podcast. What are you talking about? Javi's Javi Spirilla, go for a buzz cut, mate. At some point in 2026, I am. I'm like I said, I'm just waiting for the what's it called? For that 1930s inspired self haircut, which I'm hoping should be coming, or at least I can do it next month. I'm hoping in January I'll have long enough hair to do it. I was about to do a self fade until I read the comments. Bro, 100% give it a shot. You know what the problem is with people in the comment section? And most people that I've realized over all these years on YouTube and social media teaching people how to cut their own hair, most people's biggest problem is that they want to give themselves a skin fade for the very first self haircut that they do. Why would you do that? You are literally setting yourself up to fail. You're gonna tell me that you're gonna do the hardest self haircut for the very first one? Why not just do a simple buzz cut? Why not just do a number 2 guard on the sides and then just use some thinning shears to blend it into the current length on top? Why not just gain some experience and practice by doing very, very simple things at first, so you can at least understand how does the clipper work? How do I hold it? How do I get familiar with the mirror setup, right? How do I use the scissors? How do I section out the hair on top? How do I understand the guards? How do I understand the lever? Like, if you don't understand the framework, the basics, the foundation of hair cutting in general, what are you doing trying to give yourself a skin fade, which is literally the hardest haircut you can give yourself as the first haircut? Right? Doesn't make any sense. Does not make sense. Let me see. Okay. Do you remember the cuts I suggested before? LOL, I am asking to see if you remember. Bro, I remember. I remember your question. You want me to do the like buzz cut thing on top with the little like spiked fringe? I know what you're saying. I have the image saved. My memory is very good. Hopefully it stays that way. Pablo, hey Alex, which hairstyle do you recommend us if we are losing density at the top of the head? You're losing density, so it's thinning. Yeah, dude, just try to keep as much hair as you can. Try to keep as much hair as you can on top. Yeah, my buddy who lives in New Jersey, his hairline's been receding since high school, and he has a very similar hairstyle to what I have right now, because his hairline's pretty deep. It's pretty severe. But because his hair is down, it's not like wavy like mine is. It's very straight, but because it's long, right, from the back to the front, right, it's long. It's got some weight to it, so it makes it look darker than what it actually is because it's a little bit heavier toward the back and slowly pushes toward the front. It covers his hairline. So for him, as someone whose hairline is probably toward the middle of his head, it looks good. But yeah, I don't think yours is that severe, but yeah, keep your hair a little bit longer. Dahen, hey, what's up? What's up, dude? I was literally gonna follow the small handheld mirror, but my movements was so messed up, I just let my barber brother do it free 99. Love it. Yeah, dude, if you go through my self-haircut course, my 14-day self-haircut course, you'll hear the reasons why I don't think the handheld mirror is a viable option unless you're like traveling and you have no other choice. Otherwise, the $7 mirror setup from Walmart or Target is definitely the best way that I found. The three-way mirror is okay, but it has many faults as well. More faults than the one that I use. I also made a video on YouTube if you want to check it out. It was called, I labeled it the best mirror setup for self haircuts. Literally, if you just type that in on YouTube search bar, the best mirror setup for self haircuts, I believe it's got like 80,000 views now, something like that. Great video, goes in very good detail on each of the 3 different mirror setups. Owen, are those curls natural? Yeah, they are. Somebody in the live stream a few days ago was like, why are you using a curl roller? This is literally my normal hair. Like it's literally my normal hair. Like you see how it just falls back into place? Like I didn't do anything to it. This is literally just how it goes. I just kind of like prop it up so it doesn't fall into my eyes. Yeah, they are natural. They are natural. I don't do anything. This is my Greek curl hair. I guess because I think was it every 7 years your hair like changes. I think I've reached that point because I just turned 30. My hair is changing again, and it's like, all right, here's the Greek curly hair that you were destined to have. That's funny. Bro's just Greek. Yeah, exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. You know. It's been 84 years meme. Yeah. 6 years later. It's like the SpongeBob transition card. Also, number 1 guard buzz cut with a 1 guard on the beard stash. That's a new one. You're switching up on me, dude. You didn't say that one before. Eliezer, your product has helped me a lot. It is very good. Thank God we found you. Yeah, thank God that I'm able to serve you in the way that you like. Yeah, thank God for that. Right? Thank God for that. He said bro's just Greek. Greek. Dean. Yeah, I am Greek, brother man. Can't you tell by the name? I did, LOL. You wrote it down. Check your list. Where is your memory? Now you're gonna troll on me. I know you said like 2 of them, but I did remember the one. Speak Greek. What do you want me to say? My Greek is not very good, but I'm learning. Duolingo is a very good thing. Okay, one thing I wanted to say, for those of you guys that do get yourself a jar of my products, I just recently created thank you cards, which also will be customized with your name, my name as well. They're like little business card thank you cards right here. So every time somebody orders, you will get a brand new, really good quality business card type-esque thank you card, which also has a little QR code with the tutorials on how to style your hair using my products. And then the back says, Kouras, your hair's new best friend. All right. So these will also come inside the package when you order a jar. And because before I was doing like handheld, like sticky notes, like I was literally handwriting sticky notes to all of my customers when they purchased. And, you know, it's not very scalable, nor is it very practical. So I was just like, you know, let me, if I want to have a premium, more luxury type of brand with the actual products, the thank you cards can't just be a handwritten note. It's got to be a little bit more special. So I upgraded, right? Invested in my own business, and now we got some really nice thank you cards. Let's see. Israel, you have pomade? Well, they're clays. So I've got 100% all natural hair clays. So I make these myself. The brand, if you want, you can check it out. It's the link in the description below, kovras.com, Kovras.com. So they're 100% all natural products. Each one is made with 6 ingredients, right? That's it. The aroma is a rosemary essential oil, so there's no toxic, poisonous fragrances that are hormone disrupting, right? There's no endocrine disruptors. Yeah, 6 ingredients, all natural, very, very good and healthy for your scalp and for your hair. It's non-comedogenic, so if you put it on your face, you won't get any pimples or acne. It's very good for your scalp, very good for your hair. And it styles and nourishes your hair all day long. So it does a very good job. And it's a clay, not a pomade. So by your name, you're Greek, but you cannot speak Greek, and you know English. You're not a real Greek. I think by genetics, I am. Demila Elenika. Allah. I'm learning. It's a little bit difficult. My father was never really, he was always busy working, so my parents, you know, they didn't speak Greek in the house or Portuguese in the house because I'm half and half. Ishmael, hey, thanks for the class on YouTube. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, dude. You're talking about the 14-day course? Mohammed says, hey, what's going on, Mohammed? 3 millimeter on the top. Yeah, it's pretty short. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see. Let's see. Tiger Morph. I'm questioning the nature of my existence. Okay, what do you mean by that? Sam, I love you. I love you too, brother, man. Thank you. I see you, brother. Thank you. Ma says hi. Hello. What's going on? You guys got any questions for me? Israel, you spelled it wrong. It's supposed to be with a K. There's no C in Greek. It's K. It's kappa. Dean says, good. Nike Briggs. We want to see the Muhammad Mokayev haircut on you. I remember those comments. Yeah, I remember those comments. That's funny. All right, I'm only gonna take like one more question because I gotta go eat dinner. Let's see. A Greek friend lied to you. Yeah, they did. Yeah, there's no C in Greek. It's K. It's a kappa. Did you cure your seborrheic dermatitis? Well, you can't cure it because it is uncurable, but you can do your best to control it. Like I said earlier, I'm assuming you just joined the live, but yeah, seborrheic dermatitis and many skin issues like rosacea, psoriasis, eczema, you can kind of combat them, like fight them by, you know, with the food that you eat. So avoiding yeast, avoiding sugar, like added sugar or processed sugar, those are 2 big things that I no longer have in my diet, which has helped tremendously. But Something for like my face, I've been using a moisturizing balm, which I've created myself, which has ingredients that are anti-inflammatory and antibacterial. It's also non-comedogenic, so you don't get pimples or acne, right? So it works very, very well. And I've been using this for about 2 months now, about 2 months. And I no longer have the seborrheic dermatitis on my neck, my chin, my mustache, my nose area right in here by the sebaceous glands. My eyebrows are no longer super dry and have the red marks on them anymore, all because I apply my moisturizing balm every single day. I am going to be having this available for purchase come either January or February of 2026. So in the next like month or two. And then they're going to come in frankincense essential oil and lavender essential oil. And then the scents are going to be very mild because I know it's going to be on your face. You don't want to be breathing in too much essential oil, so the scents are very, very mild. So yeah, good question. Moon Zernico says, hey, what's going on, dude? All right, I think that's pretty much it for today. All right, last question, EV Cuts. What's up, dude? Are you going to make beard oil? Honestly, dude, if you want something for your beard, sorry, I picked up the wrong one. If you want something for your beard, organic cream. The moisturizing balm could also work because there's also beeswax in here too, so it'll offer a very, very small, very light hold. Lighter than the low hold for organic cream, and they have a little bit of a more of a low shine. Kelsey, I'll see you. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting. This is the last question. So a beard oil, I don't see the need to make a beard oil. The moisturizing balm would practically do the same exact thing. If you want a little bit of a hold because maybe you have a longer beard, the low hold organic cream would be really good for that as well. Again, the ingredients are exceptional. They are very good for your hair, very good for your scalp, very good for your skin. So these are great. But a beard oil, not really too big of a fan. Not really too big of a fan. Don't think it's necessary because these hydrate as well. They're conditioning and hydrating at the same time. So and it holds. So it does more than what a beard oil would do, right? Yeah, essentially. Yeah, but good question, bro. Good question. Can we eat whole grain food if we export them? I would avoid whole grain foods. I would avoid any type of modern day store-bought grains. All right, that was the last question. I know I said that already. Avoid store-bought grains because they are filled with glyphosate. They are hybridized. They are bleached. They are just really terrible for your body and for your gut health. So avoid them at all costs. Store-bought grains are trash. That's why I only eat 100% organic einkorn flour, and I make my pizza with no yeast, no sugar, no nada. It's a really good pizza. I eat it every single day, and I have no issues with the pizza. But there's no yeast, no added sugar. And the link for the recipe is also in my Amazon, what is it called? The Amazon storefront, which is linked below as well, I think. Yeah. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. And for the order that got purchased, I don't know if you're still here or not, but I appreciate the order. I'm going to get that fulfilled ASAP Rocky. All right, guys. Thank you so much. If I don't talk to you guys before Christmas, Merry Christmas to all of you guys. God bless. And hope you guys have a great holiday season. All right. Take care. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.